Welcome to Business Legal Lifecycle TV, the live TV show all about the legal aspects of your business to help educate you on complex legal terms in an easy to understand manner, to help understand why you need to do certain things in your business from a legal point of view, and to help you develop a plan for the future. Our mission at Business Legal Lifecycle is to help empower all small to medium-sized businesses around the world to get access to legal advice so that they can help build their communities and make the world a better place.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Business Legal Lifecycle TV. Today is Monday, so it's Fast Fix Monday, where we go through a topic relatively quickly. You've got Fast Fix for the new week ahead in your business. Today we're talking about intellectual property, and I have with me, as always, Jeremy Stratton. Say hello to everyone, please, Jeremy.
Hi everyone, hope you're having a great day.
Absolutely. So as I said, we're talking about intellectual property, which is a pretty big topic in any business. But specifically what we want to talk about today is the concept of having a separate legal entity for your IP, and also when is a good idea or good time, to think about setting up a different structure. So Jeremy, do you want to kick things off and just explain a little bit about exactly what this means, having a separate legal entity for your IP?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Craig. So the idea here is that when you've got a business, and we've talked before in previous shows about entities, and if you go back to the archive on Apple Podcasts, you'll see all of the shows that we've done in the past. That you have an entity that trades a business. So that could be yourself individually. It could be a company. It could be a trust. It could be some sort of legal entity that actually trades the business. The problem with those entities owning intellectual property is that if you get sued or if you have problems with that entity, then any intellectual property that you own will be lost if that company goes into liquidation. So, if you've got a business that is a bit of a risk and could get sued, then that's a time, and Craig will talk about more about when you should use it, but that's a time when you can use it. So, basically what it means is have a separate entity that doesn't trade, that doesn't do anything else with the outside world. It just literally owns the intellectual property, and Craig will talk about the licensing ways that you can do that. What way you can use shift income. That's what it means. So you've got your trading entity and you've got your intellectual property entity, and it really protects it from someone suing that trading entity going forward. So Craig, you want to talk about those when you should use it?
Yeah. So when you should put it in place, I guess it really depends on the type of business you are in. The ideal situation would be to do it during, say, the startup type phase of your business, to have the two separate structures in place straight away. And the reason behind that is that if you do it later along the way, there are going to be some cost implications and various duties that might be payable for transferring from one company to another the assets, as in the intellectual property. So the idea would be to do it at the beginning where possible. Obviously, that's not always the case, but if you can do it at the beginning, then you would do that. Then as you start developing the intellectual property in your business, that is held by the intellectual property entity. And as Jeremy said, the trading entity then enters into the agreements with suppliers, employees, and trades with the outside world, and then that protects the intellectual property because it's in a different company. It doesn't have any outside world trading, I guess is the best way of describing it. Then you'd have a license from the IP company to the trading entity, and the trading entity would then be able to use that IP in the business that obviously they need to use that in order to conduct the business. So you'd have a license agreement, and then obviously be fees going back to the IP company in relation to the license usage, and you'd want that documented as well to support that structure. So I guess when to do it, it all really depends on the type of business, but if you can do it at the beginning, then do so. If you didn't do it, I guess it's never too late, and you should think about doing it, particularly when you've got some value there in intellectual property, and also if you're dealing with the outside world and exposing your company in that regard, then definitely need to think about getting some asset protection structures in place, and one of those could be having a separate legal entity for your IP. So that's, I think, all we wanted to talk about today. Jeremy, do you have anything else you wanted to add in relation to this topic?
No, I think that's a great summary.
All right, excellent. So that was show number 212 today. So if you're interested in the show notes, please jump on the website, businesslegallifecycle.com.au/212 for show 202. Jump on there and get the show notes. As I said at the beginning, it's a pretty important topic for your business, and it's a really good idea to get the right advice and get that organised as quickly as you can. So if you have any questions or any comments you want to add to today's show, or any other reviews or anything else you want to leave, please do so. We obviously encourage our listeners and viewers to be involved as much as possible. So that's it for us, Jeremy. See you later.
See you later.